Is it ABC formation predicted a week back, or people think it is the Israel-Iran war? Let's check out and do an analysis in today's FMTA for 5th of October 2024.
Welcome to Unfolding the Secrets of Elliot Wave Theory through today's financial market technical analysis and updates about weather and monsoon in India and around the globe.
Welcome to today's FMTA. It stands for Financial Market Technical Analysis. Hello all, my name is Vaishali Sheth and I am the Head Research Analyst at Alpha Stock Market Consultancy and Technical Analysis Training Center. It is the research and analysis wing of Vaishali Agro Industry. Now in today's FMTA, we are going to see some offline and live trading Elliot waves using the Elliot Wave Theory. So let's get started. Hello all to the latest session of FMTA. Today is 4th of October and we did see a massive correction unfolding in the Nifty 50 index. I have just pulled up this chart here of Nifty 50 index NSE India. As we go through our previous count, we saw how the 5 waves movement was almost done and we were waiting for a ABC correction. So the corrective wave count is divided into 3 waves. As you can see here, I have already mentioned how the 3 waves might, unfold. So the corrective wave count is divided into 3 waves. We name them as A, B, C. So let's do the needful. That's my A. That's my B. And that's my C. Now I've used smaller lowercase alphabets because this is an internal wave of a prime wave. So already I've shown that the capital ABC is for a primary wave and this is some kind of internal wave of the upcoming waves that we are going to see very soon in the future. Now let's look at what exactly happened today. I'm going to, not today but yesterday, that is the 4th of October. We had a massive fall. So the reason could be anything. News that supported most of the fall is the Israel and Iran war and some more reasons also along with it. So let's go in the hourly. So we can see here how we have our 3 ABC waves. Now, of course, it cannot be exactly the lines that I've drawn because we will get some kind of different shapes. So here it is. This looks like my A right here. This looks like my B. I'm just going to drag this line, the trend line over here. And this looks like my C. Now it's a very sharp correction. So I would say that my C is not over yet, but I would just keep it somewhere here or probably here. So here goes C. And it can be a question mark. Maybe C is over, or we will see that we still have little bit of C correction impending. Now let's see what happens next week. So very much looking forward. So here we go. Now as you can see that we had a trend line that was used as a support. We had connected the second and the fourth correction, the end of it, and then we had a trend line which could show us if we are getting a correction or not. you can see that the B wave did do a retest. So it ended there and then the C started. Now it can be any different pattern. This is the start of a corrective phase. So now over here I see a zigzag, but we might see some other wave patterns also. Now let's see whether there is some news that makes it more volatile or some positive news that just supports the upside. So let's see what happens in the coming week. And over here I would like to just say that the news we might get is later, but the waves tell us way before what will happen in the upcoming future. So we had predicted this ABC say 10 days back almost, and we did see how it formed after the 5-wave moment. So that's how it goes. That's how accurate it is. And even if I go in 15 minutes, we can see how this particular 5th wave has its own 5-wave. So I can show you using just a simple trend line. We had done this in the previous session also, but doing it again. Let me change the color a little bit so that we can see it much more clear. So that's my first wave of the 5th wave. My second wave, this is the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, the 5th wave of the 5th. Now if I have to number them, I would use Roman numbers because this particular 5 wave is my prime for now, and then I am utilizing an internal of it. So I'll go ahead and use Roman numbers. A Roman 1, a Roman 2, a Roman 3, a Roman 4, and a Roman 5. Now we are in 15 minutes here and I'm counting the waves. You can see how you can get waves in any time span. Everything moves in a specific manner. Everything moves in a wave manner. And all we have to do is just find out which wave it is, what kind of a corrective it is, and we are good to go. So here we are with a very good 5-wave movement. Also, I can show you how this particular internal 5th wave has its own 5 waves. We can go in 5 minutes and we can do the count. So here it is. Now I would like to change the color of the trend line using just a simple trend line. I will just go ahead and reduce the width a little bit and maybe use say a yellow color. So that's my first wave. Second wave of the internal 5th wave, 3rd wave, 4th wave, and the 5th. So that's the internal 5 waves of the another internal 5th of a primary 5. So we can see how in 5 minutes also we can find our wave. So this is Elliot Wave for you. And yeah, so that's it for today. Now we have to wait and watch what will happen in the coming week, and we can again go ahead with our count. Also, there are ways to understand where the C might end using Fibonacci analysis and combining it with the wave analysis. And might be I will be taking sessions about it maybe in later few days. So for now, that's it for the Nifty 50 index or NSE. Let's also check out the Bse if it's following the Nifty. So we'll check the Bse Sensex. Here we are with the Bse Sensex. Oh, you can see that again the 5th wave is over and it's following the path of the NSE. They always go in hand, so this is it. Same thing, we'll also see a C wave. Let's see where it ends. Also, this is for educational purpose and for research purpose. kindly do not trade in the market without any proper guidance and advice. So this is for the Indian market, and let's look at our global market. So for global, it's the Dow Jones Index of USA, New York Stock Exchange. As the chart shows that the index is holding its uptrend, we can see here it's holding its uptrend. And despite ongoing elections and the tensions of Israel-Iran war, not seeing much of volatility as the Indian markets have shown, but definitely should be on a watch. So it has not shown any sign of massive upcoming correction also. Now we are in the monthly, I'll go in the weekly. So the same thing, we do have a good support line here, just in case. And also let's go in the daily to understand more into the deep. So now this particular trend line that's connecting the waves will guide us for the further movement and also show us any sign of upcoming correction. Right now it's quite stable. So we can see that this is on the 3rd of October 2024. That's 4th of October, and it was a positive market. It didn't made a low of 41,984, but recovered later. So quite positive. That's our background right there. Now, of course, this is some kind of wave. That's its correction. And again, this is a wave, its correction. And then we have this one right here. Now you can see how a simple trend line can help us understand the trend of the market and also show us where, it might take a support or where it might take a resistance. So we can go into daily and then in hourly and see if there is any other wave that can show us if there is any support more. Now let's go in hourly and understand. I do see a good wave here. It looks like this one right there. So let's do the needful. Taking the start of this wave and end of this particular corrective wave and waiting for what it does. So let's see where it is. Now you can see how the trend is up. Just look at these 3 trend lines. Let me change the color of this also. Let's do a red. So these 3 trend lines will help us. Let's wait and watch again in the next coming week, and we can always discuss what is the wave count and what will be the future of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, because our Indian market quite gets influenced by the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and also we can see the Hong Kong Stock Exchange is Hangsang. So let's check out Hangsang right there. So quite holding up Hangsang also. We did see a positive closing. So again, that's 4th of October, that is yesterday. So our Indian market did a massive correction, but the Hong Kong Industrial Average, that is the Hangsang, and the Dow Jones Index both closed on a very positive note. No influence of the Israel-Iran war or any other news. We can also see that this was our parallel channeling that we had done to understand if there is a trend reversal coming up. It did not take a resistance of this particular trend line. It did break out from this particular line, and we did get 22752.92, and it has closed on 22,736 points. Now we do see that there is a resistance in the background. Maybe it might act as a resistance, or we might see a pattern change here. So it's definitely some kind of corrective pattern. So my Fibonacci analysis, combining it with the wave analysis, will tell me whether it's a corrective or we are seeing a motive coming soon and a trend reversal. So let's wait and watch, and very soon we might do a count once I'm sure about the trend. So here we are with Hangsang. So the global market is positive. Hopefully this news should help the Indian market to recover, and we might see an end of the C wave. So here we are. That's a very good gap up. Now that can be an error also, but if we go into daily, we don't see any errors. You can see a gap up here. So if this is a motive, I want to see where it goes. So that's Hang Seng, that's the global market and the wave analysis for Indian index and the global index. So that's it for today. This is Vaishali Shade for Alpha signing off. See you in the next session of FMTA soon. And also, I'm sorry for the delay. I was supposed to upload on Thursday, but I did see a massive correction and I wanted to see what it does in the weekend. So also what will be the status of the global market. So today is Saturday and it's quite late, but it's never too late. So thank you and see you in the next session.
Kindly like, share and subscribe. Learn technical analysis and get specialized in wave analysis today and be your own fund manager. Why to rely on others when you yourself are aware of how to do your financial investments? Get your commodity currency and annual monsoon report. Also, we offer career counseling programs with assessment from class 8 to up till your graduation. So thank you all and see you in the next session of FMTA.